In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready?
To the air, it's Milton. He's got a man, it's C.D. Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Cowboys.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Bronco 80!
On 2nd down, here's Milton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Let's go!
Throwing, Milton. Now screen set up for Blue. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
60 Bison!
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Johnny Barron.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
A run with the Central Florida prominent, R.J. Harvey. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
RPO, that one is complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A throw on the move is caught. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Built into the air on 2nd down. He'll drop this for Blue. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's a good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. Play action now. It's next. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. Room to run inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Again, it's Harvey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mims sent in motion here. A run now on 2nd down, and he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, break! Come on, come on.
On 1st down, here's Milton. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Blue. into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
46-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Tag. 76.
A run once more with Blue. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Cowboys.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On the jump. Here we go. Jack, go.
Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That's complete, left side to Pickens.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
65, 65.
Now Milton. Out quickly here to Pickens. And the tackle is made at about the 6. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
On the 6.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but
he's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10. To throw is Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. Back to throw is Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And yes, that'll get it. First down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be from 47 yards. That one is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. First down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Swung out to Harvey. He will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Harvey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. We'll go play action with Hicks. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Hold on a second. Ready.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is up and through. Broncos will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Back to Ferguson once again. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Get up. 70 Timber. 18 Rattler. 18 go.
Throwing again is Milton. And he's in. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a unit 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
19, 18, 19.
To the air, it's Milton. That's brought in, right side, by Pickett. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Ready, break. Come on, set. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 more yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Milton. That's made by Pickens. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Got it. Ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Milton. That one swung out to Blue. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll stick to the ground. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now, a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll take a deep shot for down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll run. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Broncos will go up by 7.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Milton. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Milton to the air on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
65. Come on. Hit. Perfect.
Get out of the gun is Milton. Downfield, got him in, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
On the set.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. Milton going to look to throw it again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Johnny Barron.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.